All right, happy Tuesday, everybody. A couple of football thoughts. I was texting a buddy last night, and he said, the Jaguars, they have a chance in this game. And even when they were down 14-0, and my thing was, it's the Jaguars, until they win a big boy game, you know, uh, prove it. And they did. And congrats to them. And what crazy start to the NFL. That's why we love it. 5 weeks in, fantastic stuff. Back to back primetime games that were fantastic between the Pats and Bills and Jags and Chiefs. You know, the fact that you did not see Buffalo losing, still a great team, or the Chiefs being 2-3. It's makes me appreciate more and more what Tom Brady and Bill Belichick did for 20 years. Because we are always so quick to anoint the next. Now, I will say this about Patrick Mahomes: he is still really damn good. I mean, the fact that he had all those rushing yards last night was impressive, and he has still got a lot of Super Bowl rings for a guy that's been in the league. This is his ninth year, right? Doesn't look like he's slowing down, so he is still unbelievable. I think a lot of people were down on him, but I've said this a lot in that sport. It is so much a team, right? I mean, there's only so much. Tom Brady's legacy was sealed more after the Seattle win, but it took an interception by Malcolm Butler. What would fans have thought? Now you could go reverse too, right? And he threw for all those yards against Philly in a loss. But sometimes you still have to rely on your team. Now, obviously, you have to have the quarterback. We know that, but it's interesting how your destiny can. In that game last night, Kansas City goes down the field, takes the lead, and then Mahomes leaves the field. There's nothing he can do about everything else, right? Now, they did have an interception return, right, for a touchdown. Jacksonville, which was huge, but that's why sports is so much fun. All right, Dodgers, Milwaukee, they move on. Not surprising. Milwaukee's kind of that team where you're like, yeah, they're the best team, but will they still be? They have all this time off. 9 runs and 7 runs. They haven't showed any signs of slowing down. The Dodgers made a great defensive play in that game last night when Mookie had to go cover third on a bunt by Schwarber. They hold on and win. Not an elimination game in Detroit. That's where Seattle is. That's turning into a really good series. They've got Logan Gilbert, the Mariners, against Jack Flaherty. This is the game, obviously. Obviously, right? If Detroit wins this, it gets really interesting because they're home again tomorrow. And if they end up going to the American League Championship Series, they've talked about it. They were not concerned about losing that lead. It just shows you how nothing really, there's no such thing as momentum, I don't believe. I just think it's still about players. Like, I think sometimes we use that word, but you still have to have the guys to do it. And they look a lot better in the postseason. It's hard. The Major League season's a grind. And they had a lead of 15-something games, and yeah, I think they took the foot off the gas. It's natural. But now they have a chance, if they win today, to put themselves in an excellent position to wrap up that series, and they'll have Casey Mize in Game 4. And this is really turning into a good series. So you've got that. I think that's going to be a really good game today because obviously in a 5-game series, tied at 1, this is the game, right? It really is, especially for Seattle because they've lost home field. This will be fun. And then tonight, Toronto a chance to eliminate New York on the road, but New York's got Rodon. Bieber goes for Toronto. Now, listen, I know fans around here are down on the Yankees, but then they got Schlittler tomorrow. And then in a potential Game 5, who knows? So they win tonight. They make things super interesting, and then they got the kid tomorrow. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll do some sports updates all week here. Subscribe to the channel as always. Go Sox.